Hello everyone. As you can see here, we're going to go over an overview of reading the Thai language. It's not going to be everything you need to know, but it'll give you an idea if you're just starting out of what you're getting into exactly. As you can see, my notes here I have all on the screen, so we'll go over it bit by bit. Just keep in mind there's a lot of information. This is something that takes time to learn, so don't expect to remember all these things all at once. The purpose of this video is more to give you information as a reference for later on, and just as a guiding point as you get into it. It can save time to not have to look these things up, but to have them all in one place. So let's get to it. First of all, Thai is hard, but not impossible. It takes time to learn. So one thing that can help is getting into a daily routine of practicing, trying to memorize. As we go through different things here, or as you find different resources, putting them into use on a daily basis, not expecting to be fluent in a few days or in a few months, but just going at it for a while and putting time into it, and then you'll slowly see results come up. So one of the first things you'll probably notice or have noticed about the Thai language is that it has no spaces, which, as you can see by my little drawing here, it's utter insanity in my personal opinion. It's tough. I don't know if they're trying to trade efficiency for reason or what exactly, but there are spaces. In some cases there's spaces to separate ideas more so, and it's more like you would use a space like one would use a period in the English language, but otherwise you have to essentially know where a word ends. That's not the end of it. You have to know where a word ends so that you are able to read. Thai has, as you can see here, has 44 consonants. It has 32 vowels roughly, including long and short vowels. And those, as we'll go over in a bit, help determine what the tone of a word is, because Thai is a tonal language. Thai also has 4 tone marks, again because it's a tonal language, but they're not the final deciding factor in the tone. There's a number of things. Thai has various other punctuation marks as well. It has, for example, it has a symbol here that means say the word twice. Different punctuation marks than you would see in English, but they are punctuation marks essentially. Here's an example of the 44 consonants. One reassuring thing is that some of these consonants are literally never ever used. I'm not sure why they're still in the language, but there they are. You can choose to learn them or not, that's up to you. Nonetheless, in addition to that, some consonants they make the exact same sound. For example, these all make the S sound. They're even the same consonant class. So there's really no reason. There's 3 of them. I mean, maybe there's a reason, but I don't know what the reason is. I guess to separate different words from one word from another. But in any case, you kind of get a 3 for 1 as you learn. So it is less intimidating than it may seem. Scroll down a bit here and you see that Thai consonants are arranged into 3 classes to help determine the tone of the syllable you're reading. So each syllable in the language has a tone, and part of the way to determine that is whether the consonant is a high class, is a medium class, or is a low class. Now keep in mind, as the note here says, low does not mean it's a low tone. High, medium, low are arbitrary ways of separating the letters into 3 different groups so that they can follow 3 different tone rules. So sometimes a low class can actually produce a high tone. That may seem confusing, and hopefully it'll be a little less confusing once we get to the tones part. But just keep in mind this main point, which is the consonants are divided into 3 different classes: high, medium, low. And it's good to learn which consonant, well, it's necessary to learn which consonant belongs to which class as you learn them. Go down a little bit, we'll see that vowels in Thai, one of the unique things about the Thai language, or different I should say than English, is that vowels appear everywhere. They are just everywhere. So for example, a vowel can appear to the left, of a consonant. So this is the T sound, this is the A sound, te means to pour. There's the vowel on the left. This is a consonant here. This is a consonant here, and here the vowel is below it. So this is L, U, and then like a KG, lu, lu. But there you see the consonant appears below it. The vowels can appear above the consonant. So this is a B, like a hard B, ba, and this is a E, so B. And then in many cases, consonant or vowels can appear literally all the way around the consonant. So all three of these things make up a single vowel, which is iya, iya. So it's pronounced, this is a L, it's pronounced lia, lia. But anyways, it gives you an idea that vowels appear in many different places around the consonants. So now a single Thai syllable usually consists of about 4 parts. There are some exceptions, but for the most part, 90% of what you run into is these 4 parts, or are these 4 parts. 1, the consonant. Okay. 2, the vowel. 3, the final consonant. And 4, the tone marker. Final consonant does not always appear. Tone marker does not always appear. Usually you have a consonant and a vowel. In some cases, some syllables have just a consonant and the vowel is implied, which is a whole nother story. But anyways, that's generally how it's set up. And again, remember those vowels can appear anywhere. Whereas the consonant the tone mark usually appears above the initial consonant. In the case that there's a consonant cluster, it'll appear, or like there's 2 consonants, it will appear over the second of the 2 consonants. Again, don't feel like you need to memorize all of this right this moment. This is just an overview to give you an idea. Okay. The Thai language has 5 tones. So as far as actual tones, it has 5 tones. So we have no tone, which is ma. It's monotone, ma. Okay, then we have high tone, which is ma, ma. Okay, then we have falling tone, which is ma, ma. Here we have rising tone, which is ma, ma. And then finally, the low tone, which is ma, ma. Now, just to give you an idea, if you're not familiar with tonal languages, how they work, the tone is part of what makes the meaning of the word. So, for example, this word, ma, means to come, but literally just changing the tone. Ma, this word means horse. So it's spelled the same way, but if you change the tone of the word, it literally changes to another word entirely. So you could see the importance of using tones correctly, learning them. So how do you determine the tone when reading? Well, there's 4 things that are involved in determining the tone. First of all, we talked about, what is the consonant class? Is it high? Is it medium? Is it low? In that syllable, if it's a high consonant class, then that means it'll follow a different set of rules than if it's a low consonant class. Next, in some cases, is it a short vowel? Is it a long vowel? Next, is there a tone mark? Number 3, is there a tone mark? And then finally, what is the final consonant sound? So is the final consonant a hard stop, or is the final consonant a soft sound? So that's a lot of information that we've gone over. Let's just take an example of putting it into practice. Like if you were to run into a Thai sentence, a Thai block of words, multiple words, how would you go about tackling this? Assuming you knew all this information, how does it work exactly? How can we put it into practice? Okay, so there's three words here. This one, and this one. The first word is we asked the first question. What is a consonant class? It's a low consonant class. It makes the M sound, m. Okay, this is a vowel right here. It makes the I sound, my. Okay, and then the last question that we run into this case is, what is a tone mark? It's my ek, or this little line right here. And that says that with a low class consonant like this, it's going to be a falling tone, mai. And that means no or not. Okay. The next word, this one right here, this is an N. It looks similar to this one, but it has the little circles in different places. So it makes an N sound. This is an A right here, this vowel, na. So together, na. And then since it's a low consonant, just like the M here, and has the same tone marker, we can assume it will be falling. Na, mai, na. Okay? Na means, it's kind of difficult to define, but you could say like if you're talking about the word like, and it has this word, it means likeable, or likely, or let's just hold off on this one and we'll put it together. As we get the third word here, it'll make sense. Okay, so on the third one, this middle letter right here is the consonant. It's cha chang. It makes a ch sound. The vowel is this guy, and this guy. All three of these right here. It makes a sound. Chua. Okay, and then finally, this cha chang is a low consonant, just like the rest of them. Low class consonant has the same tone marker here, so falling tone again. Chua. Now, chua means to believe. Yes, I'm thinking about how to spell believe. I probably spelled it wrong. Still working on English too. Now, if you add the word na in front of the word believe, it makes it believable. And that's probably spelled wrong as well. But you could say not believable, or you could say unbelievable. Mai na chua. Okay, so that's just a general idea of how you'd go about tackling some words by using these rules. This is an overview. So what did we learn today? Just as a little bit of a review. There's 44 consonants, 32 vowels, 4 tone marks, other punctuation marks. Thai doesn't have spaces. Not all of the consonants are used, which is a plus. There's 3 consonant classes, high, medium, and low. They help you determine the tone. There's also, we also saw that the vowels are placed in to the left of, to the right of, above, below, all over the place. Single syllable usually has 4 parts: the consonant, vowel, final consonant, and tone marker. There's 5 tones in Thai, and finally, if you want to determine what the tone of a word is, you need to know 1, consonant class, 2, vowel length, short or long, 3, tone mark, and finally 4, the final consonant. So finally, a review of what was mentioned at the very beginning. Don't expect to learn this in a week or a month. You can definitely see good progress in that amount of time, but just make it part of your daily routine of practicing these rules, of learning more and more and putting them into practice on a daily basis, and you'll most certainly see progress as you go, as time goes on, if you keep that routine going. It's definitely not impossible. It's really not that hard if you put it into a routine. So I hope some of these things help you get the general overall view of what reading is like in the Thai language.